The water is kept. I did not fall. The water is kept. I did not drown. Now, why do some people place limitations on themselves? Why do we think there are some things that we cannot unduly do? Well, it's because we have neglected one fact, and that is a lesson, the underlying lesson in the story of Jesus walking to his disciples on water. I'm Silikiliki, and this is today's episode of Sonotorie on Xmas TV. Now, the first significance of that story, as we read in the book of Matthew, chapter 14, from verse 22 to 33, is that deliverance is often couched, you know, or disguised in such a way that if we do not take, um, if we are not very careful, we would miss it. Now look at what happened in that story. Jesus somehow dismissed his disciple after ministering to some people and asked them to use a boat and go somewhere. And they went. Now, the wind was so boisterous and they didn't know what to do. And suddenly they saw someone walking on water. To an average person or an individual, that portends magnification or intensification of one's problem, because they've never seen someone do that, an individual do that before. That's why they cried it was a ghost. But that's the way God works. Most times, the solution that God gives us in circumstances that are beyond our control are not the ones that we ever thought of. They're instructions that, if one is not careful, one would take it as senseless and meaningless. Now, the second signification to be taken from that story is God wants us to increase our level of knowledge of Him. Now, look at it. God wanted Peter to know that, hey, we can walk on water. Although you've not seen me do it, but hey, it's a possibility. You see, there's something known as revelation. Revelation knowledge. God revealing to an individual what that person has never known or had before or seen before. So that's what God actually did for his disciples when he walked on water. Have you seen it? So, in that situation that you are in right now, what we need to ask God to do is to give us a revelation. God, show us how to do it. The second thing to do is, God, now it's also absolutely very glaring and concretely clear from the story that God is the one who knows the right words with which to use to encourage his children in times of difficulty. Now look at it. They were afraid, and God God said, "Come on, children, don't be terrified, don't be perturbed. I am the one here." Have you seen it? He knows exactly what to tell us at every point in time that will suit and heal our wound. So, what should we do? Make sure that we hear from Him always. Yeah, definitely striking from that story is the fact that our situation become much more complicated when we magnify adverse circumstances more than our God, who is able to deliver us from every form of unpleasant circumstance. Have you seen it? The disciples were more concerned with what they were saying. That was why the situation became bigger than the God who they have been with for a long time, who have the power to meet every point of their need. Also, most striking is the fact that when we have an understanding, the appropriate understanding of who our God is, that's when we will freely become loyal and serve Him more. Because someone has just asked me today, is it for going to heaven that make you fear God? I said, not really. It's just that fearing God helps one to live the God kind of life on earth. Because what happens when you give your life to Christ is He gives you His own life and takes yours and destroys it. Have you seen it? So it's an opportunity for one to take God's life and leave it for Him. It's not truly to go to heaven, even though going to heaven is important. Until I come your way again, this is where we're going to be stopping for today. My name is MC Legally, and this is It's Mistake.